Hey guys, Jamie here. Wearing a Space Jam shirt because today I'm going to be talking about some movies that I watched recently. Some of these are, well, one or two of them are well-known movies. The other ones are kind of like, well, some of them are well-known, some of them are not liked, but there's one or two here that I think are underrated. And one of them is one of them that's not liked. So anyway, let's get into it. Before I start, I was going to watch this. I was going to watch Forrest Gump, but the disc, don't know if you can see that. That disc is so scratched up. Like, you can see some of the scratches there. Like, I don't know. It's not even funny how scratched up that disc is. Like, seriously, look. Look at it. You literally can't even see it. Like, it's so scratched. Like, it is screwed. Which is a shame, because Forrest Gump is apparently one of the greatest movies ever. And I've seen a bit of it in school. Haven't seen it since. But yeah, once I get the Blu-ray or something, I don't care. Like, if I get a new DVD of this, or if I see the Blu-ray, I'll just get that. But I mean, it won 6 Academy Awards, so it's got to be good. And I also tomorrow I'm gonna watch The Scorpion King, and I'm also gonna watch this because I had it and I just thought, screw it, let's watch it. This is my brother's, by the way. This isn't mine, but it's in with the Disney DVDs, and I've never seen it, so I just thought, screw it, give it a watch, see if I like it or not. So yeah, looking forward to watching these. I've really been watching movies mainly to just catch up with all the DVDs that I haven't watched, or movies that I don't remember being any good. Anyway, enough rambling. We're nearly 2 minutes in and I haven't even got to the movies I was going to watch. First one up is a play, but I technically count it as a movie, but even though it is a play, although it's the same length as a movie, so I don't care. One Night in Istanbul, written by Nicky Alt. Yeah, this is hilarious. This is very funny. If you know Scouse humour, you're going to find this really, really funny. Trust me. Basically, obviously, it's a story about some Liverpool fans who go to Turkey for the 2005 Champions League final. It was actually, where does it say? It was actually filmed on the 5th anniversary of the 2005 Champions League final. They had Roy Evans, Phil Thompson, Rafa was there. So yeah, it's a fun play, and you get some cool interviews as well, special features as well. Very funny. If you see this, pick it up. Unless you're a Man United fan, then you probably won't care. Anyway, now this movie, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but I think it's quite underrated. Whenever you hear people mention movies from the 2000s, no one talks about this for some reason, and that's a shame, because I think it's a damn good movie. Firehouse Dog. If you've never seen it, it's basically, do you recognise that kid there? It's Josh Hutcherson, who played Peeta in the Hunger Games. It's basically a story of a dog named Rex, who is a movie star. I mean, look at the names of some of the movies. Jurassic Park. Look at the names of the movies that he's in the movie. Not actual real movies, but The Fast and the Furious, Jurassic Park. Like, brilliant. Like, yeah. The movies are basically dog puns. But yeah, and he gets lost and he ends up with that kid Shane. And his dad, who's a firefighter. And they call him Dewey, and that's all I'll say. If you haven't seen it, if you see the DVD, pick it up. It's a good movie. Honestly, it's also got the guy from Spider-Man 2. You know, one of the workers. You know, 5 minutes to deadline, Jonah. You know that guy. Not sure of the actor's name. And yeah, I'm not sure of his name. But anyway, if you see that, pick it up. Very good movie. I liked this a lot when I was a kid. And that is right. A wonderful family movie. Very good movie. Pick it up if you see it. Next up, this is Robin Williams. This one is... I'd heard of it, but I'd never seen it. Nowadays, after watching it a few days ago, I can see why some people love it. This is Darfire. Yeah, this movie is hilarious. Yes, if you're wondering, that is Robin Williams in drag. The only thing I didn't like about the movie was her. Miranda Hillard. I did not like her one bit. Like, Again, I don't want to go into spoilers for these movies, but I'm just going to warn you. This probably is a bit of a spoiler, but she's not very likable. And if you're wondering, yes, that is what Robin Williams in drag. I'm not even kidding. Like, literally, look at the disc. Look at the disc. He plays 2 different people in this movie, and it's genius. Like, it's actually very, very funny. It's a very funny movie. Like, he does it completely, like, for like half the movie, he does a different accent as a woman, and it's freaking hilarious. It's basically the story of a guy called Daniel Hillard who has kids, has a not so likable wife. Spoiler, she does come around at the end of the movie, because you know what, some movies have to have happy endings. But for most of the movie, she's just not very likable. And also that picture there, that one there, doesn't happen in the movie. I think it's a deleted scene. This has 28 minutes of deleted scenes, by the way. Some of which are very funny. And this is Chris Columbus as well, who did the first 2 Harry Potter movies, and Home Alone, which I admit I have never seen. Haven't seen Die Hard either. If I see them on DVD, I'll pick them up. I think we have Die Hard 1 downstairs. I've never seen Home Alone. I've heard it's a Christmas movie. I'll probably get around to picking it up at some point, like for 50p in a charity shop or something. Anyway, getting off track. Yeah, very funny movie. I can't really spoil it other than the fact that it's Robin Williams in drag, dressed up as an old woman. But if you haven't seen it by now, then don't complain about. I'm not spoiling it, but if you haven't seen it by now, don't complain about spoilers. It's from 1993, for crying out loud. I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, then that's your own fault. But yeah, seriously, pick this up. Very, very funny movie. Don't know if it could be made today, because some ignorant people would get offended at, you know, a man dressing up as a woman, because some people just think that's weird. I don't know. I'm personally fine with it. If someone wants to, you know, all that LGBTQ stuff, I support it. If someone wants to do it, that's fine. But anyway, we're getting off track. Moving on. I'll save those 2 for last, because they're interrupted. Sorry about that. Anyway, Mrs. Darfire is very, very funny. Yeah, I mean, it's Robin Williams. The guy was hilarious. There's also a scene at the start of the movie where he's doing voice acting for a cartoon. Every single voice, every voice in the cartoon is him. Robin Williams does every voice in the cartoon. And the full cartoon is in the special features of the DVD. Also, does anyone think she looks like Monica from Friends? I actually thought it was Courtney Cox for a second when I seen it. I actually thought she was Courtney Cox. It says Sally Field, but I mean, come on. If you looked off on the side, you would be convinced that's Monica. Monica Geller. Am I the only one that thinks that? Also, that picture of Robin Williams on the back is very, very funny, that one. With the kids. Anyway, enough about Mrs. Darfire. Great movie. Really liked it. I haven't seen that many 90s movies besides the Disney ones. Have I got any in my collection? I don't know. I have to get more. I've got more 2000 stuff in my collection. Anyway, moving on to the next one. This is a good one. I really like this. Night at the Museum. Yeah, Ben Stiller. Also, this one's got a bit of a... Can you see that? It's a holographic cover. There's the blue one. There's the other one. And yeah, again, Robin Williams is in it. And this is the 2-disc special edition, which you get some cool special features with it. There's disc 1. And there's disc 2. You know that head mummy thing with the dum dum gum gum. You know that thing? Yeah, I mean, Robin Williams is in it. One of my favourite scenes was the one where... Oh, hang on. I put the thing on upside down. And one of my favourite scenes was where Ben... no, not Ben. Larry, the character Ben plays, Larry and Attila the Hun, literally just run at each other and just scream. For no reason, just scream at each other. It's hilarious. Anyway, it's basically it's a story of a guy who's trying to get a job. Also, Ricky Gervais is in it for some reason. You got Ricky Gervais, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, come on, Robin Williams is fantastic. There's a scene in this where he scares Larry. It's quite funny. He's just standing there posing and then he yells, makes him jump. I mean, that's funny. But yeah, it's basically a guy who is trying to get a job to support his kid, yeah, he ends up getting a job as a night guard at the museum. Also, Dick Van Dyke is in this. Spoiler alert, he ends up being the villain. Also, I mean, if you have, I am trying to avoid spoilers in this, but if you haven't seen this by now, come on. This movie's like 16 years old. This is 2006 for crying out loud. Also, a McFly music video. Can you see that? McFly music video. It's a good song. Friday Night by McFly. Good song. Anyway, the guy gets a job as a night guard at the museum because the old ones are retiring. And there's this tablet that brings all the characters to life. Well, all the statues to life. And if they go outside, they turn to dust. Which I thought was just kind of weird. I mean, they're just statues. Like, why do they need to die? I just thought that was kind of weird. Anyway, and yeah, it ends up being some hilarious scenes. It's like all the statues come to life at night, and it ends up being very, very funny. There's some really funny stuff in this. Check this out. It's great. I also love the cover. I love the way the spine it looks as well. So something I miss about DVDs is the old menus, like old awesome DVD menus. Like, what happened to that? Nowadays, all you see in menus is just clips from the movie with a bar of text at the bottom of the screen, or just a still picture. I mean, literally, like most Blu-rays and DVDs nowadays are just clips of the movie with a bar of text at the bottom of the screen. Like, is it just me, or is that really lazy? I mean, come on. Like, how hard would it take you to make a creative menu? Anyway, Night at the Museum is great. I haven't seen 2 or 3. I heard they weren't the best, but I've never seen them. I'm going to see for myself if they're any good or not. But yeah, Night at the Museum, great movie. Now then, the last 2 I wanted to talk about together because a lot of people hate these movies. And I agree with one of them, however the other one I disagree with. Yeah, the Tomb Raider movies. This one I disagree with. This on a Rotten Tomatoes has a 20%. 20%. This was good. This was really good. And yeah, this is the both of these are the special collector's editions. I'm sure that means it just comes with special features with interviews, looks into the stunts and that, some music videos. Like, surely Cradle of Life could have at least, like, and there's nothing about Angel of Darkness. Like, this came out the same year as Angel of Darkness, around the same time. Like, couldn't they have just included a trailer for the game or something on there? Do they? Like, I don't know if there's anything to do with Angel of Darkness. Maybe there is on the DVD-ROM features. But yeah, this movie I thought was really good. I thought the stunts were good. The places they chose were right. You had Daniel Craig, Angelina Jolie, among others. It's good. Also, the guy that plays Richard Croft, Lara's dad, is Angelina's actual dad. And yeah, there's a really cool special feature, digging into Tomb Raider, that goes in depth into the games. Has a look at the games. And also, the villains in this movie are the Illuminati. I'm not even lying. It's literally the Illuminati. I wish I was kidding. It's blatantly obvious that it's the Illuminati. It's not even hidden. Like, Lara at one point blatantly asks him, "Are you with the Illuminati?" I'm not even serious. Lara at one point in the movie blatantly asks the villain, whose name I forget. What's the villain's name? What's his name? What's the villain's name? I can't remember. But yeah, Lara at one point blatantly asks him, "Are you the Illuminati? Or are you with the Illuminati?" Like, and also both of these are Paramount DVDs. Not sure why I felt the need to point that out, but there you go. But yeah, this one, I think this is a really underrated movie. Like, yeah, there's some dumb moments in it, but you know what? It was good. I liked it. It's one of those movies where I watched it and I was like, why does everyone hate this so much? Like, I genuinely don't get the hate for this movie. Yes, well, sometimes I do get the hate. There's some pretty stupid moments and some stupid decisions at some points, but it's good. Genuinely good. Pick this up. It's a good movie. This, on the other hand, I just flat out don't like. Yeah, I can see why people don't like this movie. It's not awful. Like, it's okay, but it's just not very good. Like, they didn't handle the character very well. The locations aren't Tomb Raider. Like, they're good for an action movie, but for a Tomb Raider movie, going to a building in Japan and hotels just isn't Tomb Raider. Like, motorbiking down the Great Wall of China, that I liked. That was a cool scene. But I didn't like Terry. Like, she goes down into the water at the start of the movie with a team, which is blatantly out of character. She doesn't have her pistols either, which is also out of character. Because Lara, even if she doesn't need them, she always brings her pistols. Always. And yeah, you have Gerard Butler as Terry. I'm gonna be honest. I just flat out don't like Terry. I just don't like him. The villain is Jonathan Reese. I don't know. There's one point in the movie, in the middle of an action scene, Terry has a chance, a clear shot at Jonathan Reese, and he doesn't take the shot. And then Lara at one point has a weird, just for word of warning for anyone who doesn't like disgusting scenes, there's a weird kissing scene, which is basically Lara tricking him into handcuffing him so she can confront him about why he didn't take the shot. And even then he doesn't give her a straight answer. But yeah, confronting him about this shot I can understand, but the kissing scene, I'll admit, was just unnecessary. Like, that was just weird. Literally, like, just weird. Like, couldn't she have just asked them there why he didn't take the shot? Like, but anyway, it's enough spoilers. I just don't like this movie. It's just not very good. But yeah, that's movies I watched recently. If you want me to keep doing this, then let me know, because I actually kind of like doing this. For TV shows I watched as well. If you want me to do this for TV shows, let me know, because I will. Because I actually kind of enjoyed this video. Anyway, yeah, that's that, guys. I'm going to go and, I don't know, watch Netflix or something, and yeah, I'll see you next time.